Move converts any variables captured by reference or mutable reference to variables captured by value. Let data is a vec. Let closure is move. That's not or. Data is no longer values owned by the closure. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. For handle and handles, a struct is returned from thread spawn. Can you use it? So what is this thing? It's a join handle. So do we have a, well, let's see if we have any functions on this thing. Let's close that side menu. Handle dot, sorry, join. We get a result. What else do we have? Probably what we want, join. Let's say that's equal to let x, and throw a semi, and what do we got here? We have a result. So if we unwrap that result, well, not unwrap, if we question mark the result, we should have a U128. And what do they want us to do with this? Sum it? Oh, we want to push. Right, okay. So we want to results.push handle.join. Is that all we need to do? Okay. Print empty line. Handle set join. Oh, it's a result, right? We have to do that. The operator can only be used in a function that returns, doesn't. Didn't we just do this? Ah, yeah. Okay. So God damn it. Still not okay. Do that. There we go. We want okay. And we'll just say that, and we'll do a to do, that, comma, and then we'll handle the error. And we'll do the same thing just to get organized here. The okay case, we have our integer, right? So this will be value, and change it there. We'll do results dot push. Yep, value. And here we'll just say, I guess I could just unwrap here, right? Whatever, but we'll just panic. What would that mean? This would mean that the thread panicked. How do is it just a tuple? How do I get the index in a Oh, you're saying to do, okay, so it would be let value, oh, this is gonna get a little heavy. Join returns thread panicked. That looks, is that the right way to spell that? There we go, it's like that. How do I do a for in where I get the index? Is that possible? Handles into iter. Okay. Yank surround inward, boom. And this would be index. And this will be format. Oh, nice. Also, you can do index on the format. Handles into iter enumerate. That's what I did, right, Bean? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I'll have to read up on some string formatting stuff. Cool. Okay. Well, that's pretty nice. I like this. Threading is really easy. Building on the last exercise, we want all of the threads to complete their work, but this time the spawn threads need to be in charge of updating a shared value. Job status.jobs completed. What's the difference between colon, question mark, and colon, octothorpe question mark? Morning, Trash Puppy. How are you? Trash, I actually really think you would like Rust. Feels very up your alley. Pretty prints and debug, just debug. And what's the difference between, I mean, I understand what does printing look like in Rust compared to normal printing? I mean, I guess I can test this, right? But so I know you've been liking Go. Well, I guess maybe, so I feel like, so I know Go. I wrote Go full-time professionally for almost 2 years and then have used it on and off for like the past 5 years. But I feel like Rust brings all the things I love about OCaml with the good parts of Go. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the using results and options. Yeah, I just am really, really enjoying Rust. It reminds me a lot of like OCaml and Go just mixed together. All right. So we have this job status, a struct that has jobs completed, that has an unsigned 32 integer. Yeah, I feel like the learning Go and passing references and pointers like will give you a huge head start on figuring out the semantics of the borrow checker. Yep, exactly, Bean. Okay, so we have an atomic reference counter that has a job status in it. And we have a mutable vector of handles. For 0 to 10, we clone the job status. We create a thread. We sleep for 250 milliseconds. You must take an action before you update a shared. So we clearly have to do, what does this have on it? Whoops. Dot. Converts this type into a shared reference. Is that what we want? Oh, we already did that. All right, wait, what? I want like as mutt. What's a thing in Go you use to mutate across threads? A mutex? Do I need a mutex? Or a read-write lock or something? or a lock. Can I lock this thing? God, I can't see my freaking... Do I just need to clone it? No, that doesn't seem right. Here, let me see if Wrestlings gives me a good hint. Holy shit. Okay. ARC is an atomic reference counter pointer that allows safe shared access to immutable data, but when we want to change the number of jobs completed, so we need to also use another type that will only allow one thread to mutate the data at a time. Yeah, so I was right about a mutex. Ah, okay. See, I knew we needed a mutex. I just didn't know how we got it. So we would say wrap our arc mutex new. I'm assuming I can do that. How did duration get in here? Did I accidentally import duration? All right, so now we have our mutex, right? So this thing is like a shaddis. My shaddis. Dot, all right, get on my face. Lock. Nope. We went to lock. And then we can do status.shared. Thank you for the sub, Wrapped. Super appreciate that. Can I unlock it? How do I unlock? I guess this probably returns something that I can unlock then. It's a result. Lock will return a lock result, which can be an error if the lock is poisoned. Okay. How do I unlock the mutex? Is that all I have to do right here? Oh, Rust does it. You access the data through the lock. Ah. Locks cannot borrow as mutable. There's a mut lock. Cannot borrow is mutable. Oh, right. There we go. Okay, so mutexes are very easy. Print the values that the job says. Did you notice anything interesting in the output? Do you have to join on all the handles? Compiling those, here's the output. Oh, right. No, because we're updating a reference in here. Like, we should be able to take this, right? Like, that's like the whole point of, I'm sure that's the point of this, right? Is that we would do like print that, and then we would need status is still owned by us, right? What does that give me? Oh, I have to lock it? I can't, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh my God. There we go. That was so hard. Yeah, I thought so. All right, cool. So that's how we use mutexes. That's really nice. I like that API a lot. What up, John? Cool. Oh, really? No, I can't just do jobs completed. Because that's still in the mutex. Unless I got to do like handles dot. Well, what would happen if I came in here and like slept on all these? This wouldn't work, right? I'd have to wait for all of them to rejoin. Okay, whatever. This, I took away from this what I needed. So I guess threads 3 is next. Man, I destroyed my neck sleeping last night. All right, we have a queue that has a length, a first half and a second half. Okay. Send transaction. What is an MPSC? Multi-producer, single consumer, FIFO queue. Okay. Thank you for the follow. We create a atomic reference of our queue. What is QC? We clone it. We clone it again. So where are we receiving one? Oh, right here. TX and RX. One of those must be the receiver. Yeah, sender and receiver. Why'd they call it TX and... I hate those names. All right, so we create a new queue, we get a length, we send theirs, and then we're gonna process. Does queue.new automatically fill it? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Received. All right, where's the bug at in this is the question. Does this need to be a reference? Do we need to borrow it instead? Value used here after move. On line 42. Do I have to clone the sender or something? A ref works fine. So like, was I going down the right path of sending this borrowing here? So now send transaction borrows it, but it would be okay, right? For, hold on. Can we make these references? No. Can't see the freaking... So here we already own the sender. I'm a little bit confused here. So let me read this here again. Use of move value sender. Make the tongue. Okay, so that's what my initial inclination was to do. So that's good. Value moved in closure here. So we have a reference to the sender. Do I have to wrap the sender in a arc? Is that what we have to do? No, senders can be clones. Ah, I was looking at the wrong spot. Send transaction, let's borrow data escapes outside of function. Okay, let's call the lifetime of this reference 1. Sender is a reference that is only valid in the function body. Sender escapes the function body. Argument requires must outlive static. Okay, so then we go back and we undo our reference, and we just say let S1 equals sender dot clone. I'll use that, paste 2. Okay. This is my moon lander. Hopefully it sounds okay compared to my old keyboard. I know it will never sound as good, but... Okay. Oh, I don't know if y'all were here last week, but I got a lot of that little tool app that I was building. I got that shipped for the person who needed it. We got to make a small change to it, but if we go to here, oh, that looks bad. Sorry for the white, but yeah. You can like add referrals. We can come in, you can open that up. We got a nice little email here. Boom, beautiful. Can delete that, all with Svelte. I really like Svelte. I think the client app that I got approved for that we're gonna start this week, I will probably start it tonight, get the foundations down. We're gonna write it in Svelte, I think, I've decided. In SvelteKit. All right, we need to, what's our next exercise? We got through threads. Macros, oh boy. All right, macros rules, my macro, this is gonna print that. I think we have to invoke this with that. Um, that's what I tried. Could not find my macro. Make me compile without taking the macro out of the module. Where's my octothorpe? That goes out here though. Okay. So that just exposes macros to the outside world. What's the difference between export? Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Ah. I do like that better. Okay, cool. We get an expression. No rules expected this token in macro call. Look at this other macro. Oh, it's a little heavy. Like that. Well, it's not a comma. Does it need some sort of like... Of course. All right. Clippy one. The Clippy tool is a collection of links to analyze your code so you can catch common mistakes and improve your code. For these exercises, code will fail to compile when there are Clippy warnings. Check Clippy's suggestions from the output to solve the exercise. Constant directive. So a directive is like one of those things we had, right? That's this. So can I come in here and just be like const? So I do this. Oops. The heck? Clippy should be running automatically, right? Consider using the constant directly. Oh. So like I see. That wasn't super clear. Right? Like, I'm not crazy. That wasn't a super clear error message there. Oh, yeah, it is. I'm just dumb at reading. That was a skill issue. What is OCaml best for? OCaml is really good at writing compilers, parsers, lexers. It's good at writing REST APIs. It's good at writing command line tools. It's good at writing really like any sort of dev tool. It's a general purpose language. It can be good at pretty much anything. How do I set up Clippy? All right. So here is, how do we set up Clippy? We have Clippy in here, and Clippy should already be installed. How can I check? Is there like a command I can run that I could check this? Cargo Clippy. Are we good? I would like to do that with Rust Analyzer. How do I, if I have... in here, manually installed servers. Okay, so this is probably more of a Nix thing. Hold on, I want to check something real quick. All right, so Clippy should be in here. So as long as Clippy's in my path, it should get used, right? Okay. Yeah, then I should be good. Because we definitely saw I have Clippy. So let's go to Clippy 2. Yeah, so here, but this must be the Clippy output right here. For loop over an option. This if let. Yeah. So if let option, and this will be x equals option, and then we give it our scope, and then we do this, do that, get rid of that, do this. Oh, right, that should be sum. Yo, if let statements are pretty cool. All right, here's a couple more fixes. Great. So does it just want me to manually panic? Let else. So you're saying let else. Let me look at the syntax. So here it's saying like let none Wait, okay, hold on. All right, what do we try to do here? All right, I need to read. You can panic in that if option. So you're saying it would be like that? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at typing sometimes. Swap. Expected mutt. Like that? Is that what I want? Oh my god, I'm so bad. Omit the let binding. Wait, what? Resize does not return a vector, it mutates the existing one. But we're resizing it, right? It says the target new length is 0 with a value of 5, which means let binding has a unit value. Right, okay. So with the I assume that's where it wanted me to get to. All right, next up we got using as. Typecasting in Rust is done via the usage of as operator. Please note that the as operator is not only used when casting, it can also help with renaming imports, right? The goal is to make sure that the division does not fail to compile. The division does not fail to compile or change the proper type. All right. We have a average. Okay. So is that basically the same as this? Yeah, okay. Ooh, here we go. I've been wanting to learn how this into trait works. From and into. I've been reading some stuff and I've seen some interesting stuff on from and into. I'd love to see some streams making compiler in Rust. Maybe we'll go back and like do the first couple chapters of well, I'm gonna have a ton of work to start building that app for a client. So maybe like once a week we'll work on like a compiler in Rust and do the book. The from trait is used from value to value conversions. If from is implemented correctly for a type, the into trait should work conversely. Okay, so you only have to implement one. So impl default for person, great. Yep, I know how this works. Your task is to implement your task is to complete this implementation in order for the line let p equals person from mark 20. So we need to like do like from string or something to compile. Please note you'll need to parse the age component into a usize. Something like, okay. All right. From the person, great. So we can do let name and age stir is going to equal s dot. Is there a split on this thing? Expected an item. Is that the... Oh, that was the... Splits the string on the first occurrence. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we want. And we want the delimiter is a comma. And what's that return? It returns an option. So I should be able to like map on that, right? Map. And here I should be able to get, let's see here. I want this should have a tuple of name and age string. And we're actually going to jump back over here. And why can't I get to there? Do that. Jump back to the end of the line. And in here, we're going to return a tuple where we'll do name and what was the operation we wanted? Age string dot parse to a usize. In fact, I can just map this into a person. Does this return a result? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's all right. So in here, we'll do this, and we'll just do the easy way. We'll say person and name. Assume I can do that, and age will equal age string dot parse, and that will be colon. That's not colon. Shift usize dot unwrap. See you, Ruru. So this isn't returning, this is returning an empty option. I need to, why isn't this returning a person? Replace that with colon. Oh, that needs to be name dot to string. I guess into will work. Option, and then we can say dot unwrap or default, because we implemented default for this, right? Yeah. There we go. Right? That implemented default. So something tells me I'm probably having an error right here because of this unwrap. Can I do this? Is this like a valid thing to do? Cannot use the operator enclosure. All right, whatever. We'll just unwrap. Well, I would have to flat map, right? Do I have to annotate this? It just say to return default if you cannot parse it. So rather than this, we need like a new scope, right? We would need this, bump that down, take this, take that, put that in there. Hold on. I want to take this and that needs to go inside a new scope. Paste that. No. Let age let okay age equals this bit right here. All right, what tests are failing? 1 second, chat. I gotta check something real quick. I lost track of time here. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, okay, we should be good there. Let me just check Slack. Okay, cool. We're good to wrap this one up. I do a let, if let, okay. Okay, you're saying so. All right, let's comment this out. So you're saying in here. I do a let on the split once. All right, so let's say, you're saying up here. Let's comment that out too. Let, okay, and this will be name and age stir equals, oh my God. Where's my equals key? Right there. And then this would be else equals, or we don't need that. We would say person default, right? And then down here we would just do person. If we just did I'm really struggling on my keyboard right now. All right. What tests are failing? Let's just like go one test at a time. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, so this one. About it. Okay. Oh. Right. Ah, okay. I got it. I got it. I'm picking up what you guys are putting down now. Stylistic stuff. Let's go ahead and see if that gets us there. All right. Test trailing comma. So I'm guessing that one's the one that's failing. Yeah. So what happens in this case? Why? Oh, okay. So you're saying, um, wouldn't this need to be mutable? Can I mark this as mutable? And then come down here and we can say, you say let some age string equals age string dot split once Can I do that? Let else must diverge? What do you mean by that? Return or panic? Well, I don't want that, right? Because the test expects me to parse this correctly. And 32 is not the default thing. So we need to handle it. Okay. So really, what we want is we want to do something like if let. I keep forgetting about if let. If let oh my God. Oh wait, that's not the age string. Ah, god damn, this is so annoying. Like it would have to be in here, right? We would have to do that. And then we would do this. Like when I have to do this. Oh wait, you're saying age string equals new age string. And then we would say age string is equal to okay. Gotcha. Well, we got it. That was a struggle bus. Why would I want to check the remainder? Can't we just discard this and it wouldn't matter? Like anything after that second comma. Yeah, that should pass. These should all pass. All right, we gotta wrap up. We went over time anyways, chat, so let's find somebody to raid, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're gonna raid Giacomo and go right into some more functional programming. Go show Jack some love. Jack is a core contributor on Gleam, and he writes the Gleam compiler in Rust. Go follow Jack and give him some love. He's an amazing teacher and instructor and streamer.